Welcome back to A Mortician's Tale. A university graduate gets her first job as director of a funeral home. What was used to respectfully manage this family-owned business? Puzzle solving and lateral thinking, of course. Not family-owned anymore. It was sold off to a large mega corporation. But enough of that. We have a funeral to attend. Let's go. As we always do, we head clockwise around the room. She was always so careful. Wore a helmet, signals, used bike lanes. Some jerk driver. They need to pay attention. Have you heard what happened to the driver? No. I haven't wanted to ask Leah. This has been so hard enough on them without asking about the legal ramifications of all this. Yeah, after all this, let's see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't have to deal with the death of their partner all by themselves. It's very true. Need to be there to support people. I'm so glad with the cremation. I would have lost it seeing her body. I have to go through all of her things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No, thanks. But no, I don't know. It's so intimate. It feels like I should do it myself. She would kill me if I saw the things we have. Yeah, she was kind of a closed book. Except to you. Yeah, she was special. I'm glad I'm here, but wow. I just need a glass of wine and to binge watch something right now. Yeah, it's rough. Should we do a vigil at the spot? Careless drivers, I swear to God. Let's pay respect to the ashes that we just learned are not actually ashes. Okay. Head back and begin our next day. March 24th, 10:30 a.m. Let's read our email. Taking care of our plant. Check what our morning email says. Matthew Jeffrey, regarding rules of conduct. Charlie, I need a drink. Beer after work? Also, I really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry and angry. No, I will not stay hangry forever. Okay, let's see. As stated in the previous email, here are the new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on while on any premises belonging to Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. First and foremost, there was a required uniform and a strict dress code from now on. Second most important thing to this is no tattoos are to be visible. Oh, we're in trouble. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they are properly covered and hidden. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell, i.e. always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find that encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased as an experience with no price limit on it. Gross. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food packaging. Our partner catering concept provides high quality food that will be delivered weekly from their factory. And can easily be defrosted in the morning of the funeral. I expect all the above changes to be instituted effective immediately to ensure a smooth transition to the high quality service Hillside Heritage Enterprises is known for. Hello, Charlotte. I have reviewed your request on behalf of the potential family inquiring if we at Hillside Enterprises Inc. can and will perform green burials. I should have informed you of this in the beginning, but we do not perform green funerals as they are not cost effective. All employees and subsidiaries of Hillside Heritage Inc. must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers, though, so do try your hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose a traditional burial package, complete with embalming, caskets, and vaults instead. I trust you will ensure we do not lose any customers, Charlotte. This guy sends a lot of emails. Latest contract acquisition, the city. Charlotte, I'm proud to announce that Heritage Enterprises... Who does that? Who says... Wouldn't you just say Heritage, like Hillside Heritage or Hillside Heritage Enterprises? You wouldn't say Inc. after it. Nobody does that. Anyway, let's start again. I'm proud to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. This is an important revenue stream for us, as I'm sure you don't need to explain to you, Charlotte. Although Hillside Heritage Enterprises is being paid a decent wage from the city for those services, cremation is preferred here as it's more cost-effective of the two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless, whose body has yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for this cadaver aside from cremation. Okay. Jen Love. Dr. Zarius? I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on his hind legs. Like a human being, Charlie. A human being. We as a species have seen the beginning of our end. Gorillas do walk around on their hind legs. Whatever. The appeal of a funeral home is apparent for many, especially if the deceased was someone very close to you. The idea of keeping them at home until they're ready to be buried and cremated can be comforting. It wasn't long ago that if we were taking care of our own deceased. But nowadays, people are quick to pass off their loved ones to a funeral home. Most families aren't given the option and assume this is mandatory. Funeral homes almost always prepare the deceased using embalming and other methods to make them appear more alive. But isn't this process counterintuitive to the grieving process? Being around the deceased allows the bereaved to spend a longer period of time with the loved one's body, which can help them mourn or give them opportunities to family members and friends to see the deceased one last time before they are taken to be buried or cremated. The idea of keeping the deceased body at home might sound gross, but it's important to understand that decomposition takes a long time, and you can further slow this process down by keeping your home cool and dry. And to be around a loved one to see them decay naturally is an important part of the grieving process. This is weird. Home funerals aren't just more intimate, but they are economical. A traditional funeral, complete with body preparation services, flowers, cards, and many other hidden costs and fees, can cost upwards of $7,000 to $10,000. Holy splurg! When you're able to take care of your loved one yourself, to wash and dress him and organize the viewing from home, the only cost remaining is entirely in the cremation or burial itself. However, it's important to understand that different rules apply given what state you live in. In all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at your home after they die. States like Alabama, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, and New York require a funeral director's involvement, from signing the death certificate to overseeing burial or cremation. If this is the route you decide to go for yourself or your loved ones, make sure you follow everything by the book. But just know that this may be an option available to you and your loved ones if you so choose. I'll take care of it. Okay. This is, I believe, the thing the presumed homeless man was going to be. It's going to be cremated. Let's see. Need to prepare his body. Yep. So we put the identification tag. The cremations were pretty easy. Boop. All right, let's get the urn. Put the urn down here. The bones in. Put this over here. Put that in. Put the top on. All done. Matthew would take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Wasn't this one of the unclaimed bodies? I don't remember. Yeah. Yep. That's what I thought. That's sad. Yeah, but he pays respects. Good. April 9th, 10:19 a.m. Let's head over and check our email. Oh, she's sort of cleaning off the urns. That's nice. What do we got going on here? From Chad Grant. Hello all. We're thrilled to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc.'s subsidiary, Rose and Daughters, just signed a contract with Morning Valley Hospital, allowing us to access all the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. We're excited for the opportunity to work with Morning Valley Hospital, which intakes over 100,000 patients and receives over $15 million in funding and donations annually. This will no doubt be a boon for Heritage Hillside Enterprises Inc.'s bright and sustained future. Charlotte, I see you were not able to convince the Dinka family to take a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order not to lose the sale. Please read the enclosed emails for a lesson on how to properly upsell potential customers. I do not want to see that we've lost any customers because of refusal to upsell. That's part of, it's not though. I do not believe that upselling is part of a mortician's job. I don't think sales is. You need a proper salesperson to do that, even though that's kind of gross with funerals. Dear Mr. Grant, let's see. Let's go from the bottom and see how this works. So we'll come back up. Let's start with the oldest. Dear Mr. Grant, regarding the last time we spoke, my daughters and I would still prefer to host a home funeral ourselves and keep my wife here until she's ready to be buried. I just want to make sure she's taken care of. Her heart attack was so sudden, we don't know what to do. We just want to make sure she has the proper send-off. Mr. Dipka, I understand your desire to keep your wife at home, but I assure you, the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional funeral package instead. I promise you, your wife's funeral with us will be a beautiful, intimate gathering where all her beloved friends and family can come together and say their goodbyes. A standard embalming will allow for everyone to view your wife, ensuring that everyone can see her one final time as she was. Beautiful, peaceful, courageous. I wonder if this is just a boilerplate letter he sends out. Letting us take care of the food with our prepared services will ensure that you don't have a single thing to worry about on this day. You and your daughters are going through a hard time right now. Let us here at Rose and Daughters make this difficult time a little easier for you. Mr. Grant, okay, we'll take the traditional funeral package. Thank you for considering us in this hard time. And he's probably just like, whatever, this guy's a jerk. Okay, next. This is from Matthew. Charlie, it's official. I put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how unhappy I am working for Mega Corporation 101. My skills, especially my driving ones, are useful in other professions. I'm not worried about myself, but you, I am worried about. You're too good for this corporate scum. You actually care about the people you work with and for. Don't let them feed you, okay? P.S. I'll bring beers over next week so we can talk a little more freely. To Charlie from Jen. Dating a special effects makeup artist, and she is like the coolest person I've ever met in my entire life. She totally loves Ava's possessions and was equally freaked out by the possession scenes, but so utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who've been possessed. This was your best recommendation in a while, Charlie. You were slipping there, and I was getting worried about you'd lost your taste. But yeah, her name is Lily. She's super death positive and isn't freaked out about my work and isn't too into it like that last dude I saw. Jason? Michael? God, I can't remember. I really just like spending time around her. I can talk about whatever I want to, and it's never a conversation stopper. She also totally gets what I mean when I say that, like, working with death and spending so much time around death actually makes me happier. It makes everything else feel so much more worth it, you know? Memento Mori, whatever they taught us in that one poetry class we took. We just clicked. Feels good, fun and affirming like dating should be. I'm thinking of taking it to the Maple Meadows. She's super into roller coasters, and I like the idea of sharing cotton candy. Maybe not. I don't want to throw up on the rides. It's sickeningly cute. Then, maybe I'll kiss her on top of the Ferris wheel. Be super corny and cliche for once in my life. Anywho, enough for me now. I'm kind of in shock from your last email. Do you think you're going to do it? You know you have my support 100% no matter what you decide. Funerals Monthly. We can call it a few different things, like flameless creation, a bit of an oxymoron, but we'll let it slide, or perhaps more commonly, restomation? Its technical name, though, is actually alkaline hydrolysis. Whatever you want to call it, it's here and it's an environmentally friendly alternative to traditional cremation. Huh. For the sake of this newsletter, we'll call it water cremation. Really? Huh. We all know that traditional cremation burials takes a huge toll on the environment. It's high energy consumption that adds to the greenhouse gas effect being one of the chief among them. And water cremation is an alternative method for the eco-conscious amongst. How does it work? It's basically a water-based chemical process that uses really strong alkali in water heated up very high, about 350 degrees. So if the water's heated very high, then it would have to be pressurized as well. It basically works like a sped up version of natural decomposition. The excess water gets put through the same water treatment process as sewage storage at the factory, and alkaline hydrolysis uses significantly less energy than traditional cremation process. Neat, huh? It's been around for a bit, and in some places become legal by the end of the first decade of the aughts. Not bad alternative for those who want their death to have any greater impact on the environment than necessary. All right, sure thing, I'll get to it. Okay, we have a traditional embalming to do. Go ahead and do that. The deceased family asked for an open casket funeral. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Grab the sponge, clean your body. Yep. Rigor mortis. Eye caps. Blue eye shut. Cotton balls in mouth. Sew it shut. I'm going to be a pro. Moisturize the body so it doesn't dry out. Oops. Come on now. Neck incision. Tubing into the carotid artery. Attach this to the tubing. Additional tubing to the machine. Yep. Oops. Turn on the machine. Boop. Massage the body. You know, that the repetitiveness of this is really interesting. It kind of helps with the story. It's a very interesting creative choice. Other arm. Down here. Other way. Yeah, do it again. Arm again. Other arm? Nope. So the incision closed. Okay. Take this thing. Suck more fluids out. Okay. Suck more fluids out. Okay. Fluids. There we go. All done. Mike will take care of Mrs. Dinka's makeup, as well as dressing and putting her in a casket. Let's head out to the funeral. This feels so impersonal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have had their reasons. Oh, hey. What do you think of that trailer I sent you? Oh, I've heard that show's so good. I saw the video of that one kid actor doing karaoke. Karaoke? Let's see. You think we did the right thing? I feel bad for not doing what Mom asked for. I know, honey, but what that Chad guy said seems right. I don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Yeah, I just want Mom to know I love her. I wish I hadn't yelled at her before. Shh, it's okay. She knew you loved her. Fights happen. Please don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Me too. It's so cold in here. I think I have the air conditioner on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk later. It's really nice out. We're going to stretch my legs. I love all these strange conversations we're just coming into. I'm starving. Why do the things always make me so hungry? You're always hungry. Pay respect to the body. And move on. I think it's a pretty good place to end this video. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of A Mortician's Tale. So I suspect this is not going to go on much longer. We'll see though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more A Mortician's Tale. See you next time.